Florida Hometown Heroes program. Is it an amazing program or is it a financial bear trap? Today, I want to talk specifically about the Florida Hometown Heroes program when it's used in conjunction with a VA loan and why I believe in the market we're in today, it's a horrible investment, a horrible decision to be using Hometown Heroes in conjunction with a VA loan. Start off, what is Hometown Heroes? Hometown Heroes is a Florida grant program that grants you 5% of your purchase price up to $35,000. That money can be used for your down payment, closing cost, rate buy down, really what you need to use it for to get into the home. Now, here's what the Florida Hometown Heroes program is not. It's not free money. It is not forgivable. And it does not resubordinate. I'll dive into that a little bit later, but let's talk about the not free part. You're going to see this program falsely advertised by loan originators that are out there to make a quick buck. I saw a loan originator that used to be on my team post on social media just a few days ago that the Florida Hometown Heroes program is a forgivable grant, meaning if you stay in the home for 5 years, the money you get, let's use $25,000, a $500,000 home, 5%, $25,000. For this conversation, I reference $25,000 a lot. It's 5% up to $35,000, but for just easy math, I want to use the term $25,000. So if you get $25,000, the way this loan originator was putting it out to the world is every single year, 20% of that gets forgiven, 5 years in the home, and you don't have a second lien anymore. And that's just not the truth. The truth is the Florida Hometown Heroes program is a non-forgivable grant, meaning if you sell the home 5 years from now, you pay back the $25,000 you got. If you refinance the home, you pay back the $25,000 you got. And that's where it comes into play to be a problem for veterans, specifically with the VA loan. And here is why. The loan does not resubordinate. The Hometown Heroes lien will not subordinate to another lien. There's grants that have been out there that would subordinate. This one will not. What that means is if you're going to refinance your home, you have to pay that off. And that includes the VA streamlined refinance. In the market we're in today, with interest rates high and with an expectation of rates going lower in the future, it's a really bad idea to take a grant that's non-forgivable that doesn't subordinate to a new lien. And here's why. The VA has something called the IRRL, not EARL, IRRRL, which stands for Interest Rate Reduction Refinance Loan. And it is a streamlined refinance for veterans, meaning if you bought a home today and interest rates are at 7%, in a year from now, interest rates are at 6.25%, you can do a streamlined refinance. That streamlined refinance is very little documentation, no appraisal needed on the property. Closing costs are lower. But the big thing is that your VA funding fee is 0.5%. It's a super small funding fee, even if this is a subsequent use. If you have the Hometown Heroes grant and you need to do a refinance, you can't do the streamline. The IRRL is out of the question. You essentially have to do a full refinance, meaning if you don't have any disability rating with the VA, you're going to be hit with a 3.3% funding fee once again when you do the refinance. I just worked with a veteran the other day that's in this situation. He found himself in a situation where he got talked into free grant money that isn't free. And now he's looking at a situation where he could go get a VA streamlined refinance, very low cost, very easy transaction, lower his monthly payment. However, he's stuck. He owes $25,000 back to the Florida grant. And the only way to do that is to do a full refinance, hit him with a higher funding fee, and that just strips the equity out of the home. So in his case, he got 5% from Florida Hometown Heroes, but he's going to lose 3.3% of that when he goes to refinance. So it's a horrible, horrible scenario. I see it all the time. I see it advertised as free money, as this amazing, great program. And honestly, guys, if we were at interest rates in the twos, if we were at interest rates, at 2.5 in 2020, this would be an amazing program because you're never going to want to refinance to a lower rate. The only way you would ever need to pay that grant back is when you sell the home, and selling the home, hopefully you've got more equity, and that's a wonderful thing. But in an interest rate environment where interest rates are high, high sixes, low sevens, depending on credit score, with the probability very, very high that rates will come down in the future, you're going to get yourself pigeonholed. So don't listen to these so-called experts spewing a bunch of garbage online saying this is free money. It's the greatest program that's ever existed. It just is not. To me, it's a financial bear trap. Yes, there are scenarios where it makes sense. And that scenario is really only when it's the only option to buy a home. If you've got zero other options and you can't get a home any other way than using the Hometown Heroes grant, fine. The program exists for a reason. But don't be mistaken. This isn't free money. This isn't something that's just going to be given to you that you never have to repay. It's a problem for a lot of people, especially in the market we're in right now. Sellers are really trying to get their properties to sell. Asking for closing cost assistance, we see closing cost assistance on about 75, 80% of every single transaction we're getting in right now. So if you're a military veteran, you're looking to buy, please stay away from the Hometown Heroes program in the state of Florida. Stay away from it. Work with a great lender and a great real estate agent that can negotiate for you on the purchase of that home to have the seller assist with the closing cost. I do so many VA transactions where the veteran comes to the table with $0. Why? Because I work with professional realtors and I'm a professional lender, and I'm not out there to sell a program. I'm out there to provide my clients the absolute best option for them. So that's my thoughts on the Hometown Heroes program in conjunction with VA loans. Guys, it's not free money. It's not the best thing ever. It really is a financial bear trap, and especially for the veteran community. So please be very cautious on what you see online. Be cautious of lenders that are pushing it. Typically, when they push it that hard, there's an ulterior motive behind it. Appreciate your time today, guys. If anybody needs anything, you have questions on this, you want to dive deeper into the topic, don't hesitate to reach out. My number is 904-855-9684. Thanks for your time and have a wonderful rest of your day.